We haven't been able to afford to travel in the last year, and we've certainly not been able to travel business class ever. So how have we got hold of these? Hello and welcome to another Bunny and Teddy video diary, and in this one I'm going to tell you the story of how we came to be in possession of these, two of these. And these are business class amenity kits courtesy of Air Mauritius. But first, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the Bunny and Teddy video diaries. This is our studio, so to speak, our lounge. Please check out all our other videos that are on the channel. Give them a thumbs up, share them with your family and friends, and subscribe to us. You will notice from the channel that we create a lot of different sort of content. There's something for everybody there, really. So please give us a good look. This video is all about our journey to Mauritius in 2018. You can see the series of 7 videos on our channel, and I'll link the first video in the description below and the link to the channel so you can view them at your leisure. And as you see them, give them a thumbs up and share them as always. We started our journey to Mauritius from Birmingham Airport to Schiphol in Amsterdam through KLM, and we really enjoyed that flight. It's only a 45-minute journey, but we found it to be a very pleasant one indeed. We enjoyed the cleanliness of the plane, we enjoyed the cabin crew, the announcer that is on the flight. He was full of fun, cracking jokes, innuendos, all sorts of things. He was in a very jovial mood. And then we even got a snack and a drink, and it was a smooth run all the way through to Amsterdam, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, did you know that the KLM in-flight magazine, the Holland Herald, is the world's oldest in-flight magazine, as it was launched in 1966. When you get to Schiphol, it's a bit of a journey taxiing into your gate to be able to get off the plane, but it's well worth the journey. You see all these different planes waiting either to go or offloading themselves, probably mostly KLM actually, but I didn't get it on video unfortunately, but we were fascinated with the length of the journey through to the gate, and I think that's probably what caught me out really. Once off the plane, the airport is very welcoming, very clean and tidy, it's well lit, all these different lightings in the ceiling, even on the floor, got all these interesting little shops that you don't normally see as well as the usual ones. It's a pleasant little walk through the airport indeed to your ongoing gate. Well, I'd already thought about it before we went anywhere, but I made a big mistake. I thought we were going to go ahead to Mauritius on a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. I don't know where I got that from, because if you're up on your airlines, Air Mauritius only operates Airbus planes. So when we got to our gate, it was an Airbus A340. It did create a bit of disappointment as we saw it standing there, but the further disappointment was when we actually got on the plane. It was old, it was well dated, and I mean that's an understatement. It was ready for the scrap heap, and indeed it was on one of its very last flights in service. So you know you get these screens on the back seat of your plane. This one was ancient. It wasn't touch screen. You had those remote control things in the seat. The remote control had radio channels on it, not necessarily for the screen, but for your headphones that you got to listen to radio rather than look at TV. So suffice to say, we had to try and entertain ourselves as best we could whilst on on the flight, and it's, don't forget, about 10 to 11 hours from Amsterdam. And as we were testing out the seat arrangements and everything, of course you try the old tray for the meal, and it was completely wobbly, it was going to fall off, completely knackered, and we called one of the cabin crew over and explained how we're going to do with this. It's completely broken, and she said, "Ha! Oh, well, they're all like that." I sort of looked as if to say, "You what? Say that again." Completely, and then the truth come out that it was on virtually its last flight. They weren't going to fix anything. We were going to have to play with it basically and hope for the best. We did manage to eat off it in the end. We managed to get it into a position where it wasn't going to make everything fall off it. So then Bunny went to the toilet, and then she seemed to take a while to come back. And the reason being that when she came out, she bumped into an old schoolmate who just happened to be part of the cabin crew. So they got talking, and then later on she came again to have another chat with us, and we explained about the seat and everything, that it was a bit of a shambles. So later on in the flight, even more so, probably towards the last quarter of the flight really, she came back with these two Amenity kits. And they were from business class. They were basically compensation for what was quite an awful seat that we were sitting at, and it was just nice of her to think of us. So it's for me now to open them and to see what's inside. We thought we'd probably use them on another flight somewhere. This was in 2018. We haven't flown since then. There they are. They've been in a box all this time. So it's for me to open one of them to see what's inside for the very first time. If you travelled Air Mauritius in 2018 in business class, this is what you would have received. I'm quite excited to see what's inside, so let's open it up. We'll start with this compartment. This has got a zip here, so we'll see if there's anything in this zip, and there's nothing there. I'm not sure what you'd get in there really. I'm not sure whether that's just a bit of a design there. So let's go to the main zip. Let's see what we've got. Oh, it's packed full of stuff. So we have in this corner Aigner White. It must be Aigner is the logo of this actually, isn't it? Because that's the same A on the actual bag. So Aigner White. Now there's been a bit of a smell. No, it's all dried up. But it does smell really nice. Next up we've got some Aigner White. Again there. And this is hand cream. And that looks as if it's still all there. Next up we have a comb, or it could be an air grip of some sort, or it might just be like a fold out sort of a comb or brush. And that is a shoehorn, when you can make that out there, but you can see what it is really. It's just a shoehorn. So that's lip balm. It says anti-drying protective lip balm or eye gel. This bit here, this is eye gel. There's just a little bit of gel left in that. Earplugs, eye mask in blue, but you've also got this. It looks like you've got a choice here because you've got another one in brown. Then you've got the obligatory socks. No, you've got a sort of a wet bag, I suppose, to carry bits in it. If you've used anything and got it wet, you can put it in that bag. In this plastic you've got Colgate toothpaste, and I suppose the other thing is a toothbrush. That's that there. And that's your lot. That's it guys. Quite a nice selection in that kit for you. It's an Aigner, so that A on the bag there, the A is Aigner. So Aigner is the brand, and I can only assume the other bag is the same as that. So there you go guys, would you believe it? fancy getting a couple of them and then sticking them in the box and forgetting all about them for 5 years. Well, 4.5 years. So thank you for watching our little story about how we come to get them, and if you've liked what you've seen, give it a thumbs up and share it, because it's a bit of a quirky little video. Anybody might be interested in it, in aviation. We might get to go on another plane soon, you never know. Click the notification bell as well as if you're going to subscribe, then you'll get notified of other videos that come up. So thank you for sticking with us throughout all this, and we'll be able to see you in the next video. Bye for now.